Hi there, and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you the basics of how to achieve a perfect supplier negotiation strategy. Before your upcoming negotiations, it's key to think of a clear, actionable strategy to implement. Be sure about your goals, position, and underlying interests. What information do you have and what do you need? What are your competitive advantages and disadvantages? What are the others' advantages and disadvantages? Give thought to your strategy. It is very important to be clear on what is important to you. Be clear about your real goals and real issues, and try to figure out the goals and the issues of the other party. Once you're done with this lesson, you should have a clear definition of how plotting works and how you can plot your own products and suppliers to create an effective personal procurement plan. Too many negotiations fail because people are so worried about being taken advantage of that they forget their actual needs. People who lose track of their own goals will break off negotiations even if they have achieved their needs because they become more concerned with whether the other side won. Don't let this be you. Investing time in planning and preparing your negotiation will improve your outcome. Always. The well-known cliché of failing to plan means planning to fail is very appropriate to the context of negotiating. Good preparation and planning leads to clear objectives for the negotiation. And leveraging appropriate negotiation styles and tactics will make sure you achieve your desired deal results. Clearly, negotiation is a very structured operation. The more and better you prepare, the less you will be surprised and the more confidence you will gain. For this lesson, the team of Procurement Tactics will take you on a journey that includes all the steps to come towards a great negotiation strategy yourself. By the end of this module, you will be able to answer the following questions, which are all even important in forming your personal negotiation strategy. What is the best negotiation preparation process? How to align your company strategy and your procurement plan with your negotiation strategy? How to get into your counterpart's mind and always try to move in the head of your negotiation counterpart on the other side of the table. When is the supplier satisfied? The power balance. Who has the perceived power in the upcoming negotiation? You or the supplier? What is your own negotiation style? And the expected negotiation style of the person you are negotiating with? And how do you counter that? About strategy and goal setting, which deal are you satisfied with? Determine this in advance. So, what is your actual wanted outcome of the negotiation? What are the expected variables and arguments from you and the supplier? And what are the things that you actually wanted to include in the contract for a long time, but have never been possible? Which things are important to you? About replaceability and BATNA, how easily can you replace your supplier and vice versa? This also says something about your position. The harder it is for them to replace you, the stronger your position. And the other way around. What are carrots and sticks that you can use? These are also known as gives and takes. And when it comes to your negotiation team, how to form one and how to use it to your advantage. Just like your personal procurement plan, your negotiation strategy starts with being as clear as possible about what you want to do and how these goals align with your company strategy. This is not always as straightforward as it first might appear. Your company goals will provide you with the overall direction to help focus on your negotiation storyline and your expected results. In setting your own negotiation strategy goals, you need to consider what it is that you want to achieve. Good goals are those that are clear, measurable, and quantifiable. The first step of preparing your negotiation strategy is to determine your goals for the upcoming negotiation. Some of the questions that should be answered in this stage are: how do my suppliers relate to my company's goals? How important are these suppliers? Do we have alternatives? And what are the cost developments for the products delivered by these suppliers? What is the nature of the market? And what is the current and forecast level of demand and supply? And what are the negotiation variables that we will negotiate about? Based on the business goals of your company and the product or category strategy, Objectives need to be defined at a later stage. The first step is to think of all possible variables to negotiate and to list them. There's a range of key considerations you need to think of when it comes to listing variables of a negotiation. Examples of important negotiation variables are price, volume, delivery, payment terms, investments, and quality. And that brings us to the end of the lesson, where you learned about how to set up a good negotiation strategy. First, you gained an understanding of what to include to come towards a great negotiation strategy and what it aims to achieve. Next, you examined how you can diagnose the variables to negotiate about. We will teach you how to set your goals later, but first, we are going to make sure we are not going to make one of the most popular mistakes in negotiations: not thinking enough about what the other party wants. Because of that, we will start with that right now.